My name is Austin Metcalf. I'm a UVU Public Relations student. I will be graduating in December 2016. Why did you choose to attend UVU? I chose to attend UVU because when I was a senior in high school, I was considering pretty much University of Utah and Utah Valley University for my undergrad because those were the two closest geographically to where I was living. And as I was considering both schools, Utah Valley offered me a more substantial academic scholarship than the University of Utah did. Since I was self-sustaining financially, I took the scholarship. Why did you choose to study public relations? I did 1 year of school at Utah Valley, and then I left on a 2-year LDS mission. When I returned home from the mission, I felt like communication was something I wanted to pursue and that I was somewhat good at, and I thought I would go ahead and see where that took me. And then public relations was more or less a random decision. I needed to choose an emphasis if I was going to be in communication, and PR is what I chose. How did your understanding of PR change or develop during your studies at UVU? I felt like in my mind PR was a lot more speaking. Every time that I had seen on television a company that was in some kind of communication crisis or something that required a figure to come before the people on television or in front of the media, etc. I equated that in my mind with a PR representative. It was someone who strictly was good at speaking and good at communicating with the public and with the media and those various outlets. As time went on, I discovered there was a lot more writing to it, a lot more press releases, etc., things that required a lot more writing skills. And I feel like I developed that as I went through the PR program here at UVU. How would you describe your education as a PR student? Utah Valley University is the only school I've ever attended, so it's relative to the idea that I don't have anything to compare it to. It's the only program I've ever been in. It's the only major I've ever had. But that being said, I feel like my time has not been wasted. It's been very satisfactory. I feel like I've received good education. I've had good professors, people who have been very knowledgeable in what they teach. I don't know that PR compares better or worse to another program or another school. Like I said, I have never attended anything else, so I can't compare that. What was your greatest accomplishment as a UVU student? As a student at Utah Valley University, my greatest accomplishment has probably been taking the law school admission test. I never actually intended to practice public relations as a profession or pursue that as a career. I always wanted to go to law school, and so PR was kind of a means to get me there. And so while I've been a student, I studied for about 5-6 months for the law school admission test, and I took that while I've been attending Utah Valley University. And I feel like that's been a big accomplishment for me. It's a hard test, and it's not easy to prepare for. So being able to mix that in with my homework and my studies that I was already currently doing, I feel like that's been my biggest accomplishment. What are your recommendations to students just starting public relations? My recommendation is really just do as much hands-on or personal experience as you can get. I don't know that PR is something I would have practiced with or without my internship, but definitely the internship helped me understand what it is more. I feel like there's only so much that you can learn inside the classroom in a lecture type setting. There's really only so much that you can be taught, and it gives you like this abstract idea of what PR is about. You can read about it, but honestly my view of it changed when I did my internship. I did it for a friend he had a startup company here in the local area, and I was able to help him as a PR intern for him. It was unpaid, but it gave me some experience that I kind of changed my view of it. Definitely things I hadn't really considered. Again, there's a lot of writing that goes into it that I had never really considered. So my advice is do as much hands-on experience as you can. Preferably paid if that's on the table, but any experience is going to be good experience, whether that goes you towards PR or maybe changing your major, because you should do whatever makes you happy. What do you plan to do with your degree after graduation? As I stated before, law has always been something that I wanted to pursue as far as a career and an occupation goes in my life. And so when I came home from my LDS mission, communication was something I decided to pursue because I felt like I had some interest in that as far as an undergrad goes. Most law schools kind of discourage you from studying pre-law as an undergrad specifically, just because they're looking for diversity in their application process. So I thought communication, PR was a good route to diversify me from other students that would be applying to law school while still pursuing something that I had some interest in as an undergrad. That's all I have to say concerning this interview. Thanks for your time.